Blessed day, my African brothers and sisters. Asante kwa kutanzama King said so. We are back again with yet another racist story, racist incident that is happening. Yesterday or day before yesterday, I told you about the racist attack that happened in Kideben, Century High School, and now we are in Centurion in Gauteng, where we are finding ourselves another racist incident that has been spread over years. Again, I warned you, South Africans. I said there is a benefit of the Bella Bill, but the underlining factor, the underlining topic about the Bella Bill and integrating our children is that it's going to expose South Africans to the reality of the differences between black and white. We have a sister here, her name is Tembi. Utembi went on TikTok exposing the racism that her child Ukanyisile is suffering in a particular school there in Centurion. And I'm not sure what's the name of the school, but I was not surprised because I told you guys each and every month there is a racist incident that is happening in our schools because of the differences of black and white and the apartheid legacy that continues to show its ugly head in the school system, in the community, and the workspaces everywhere. Also, Utembi, I love this woman. She stood up and went to go fight for her child. And that's what we need to do. When you hear your child say something about being attacked, bullied in a racial manner, in fact, stand up, parent. Stand up and go and fight for your children. Because we must make sure these people know how we feel about bullying and about racism here in South Africa. We should not tolerate it anymore. Let's go and entertain this story of Sis Tembi and her beautiful daughter Ukanyisile. And
welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kahiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're talking again racism in schools in South Africa. It's an everyday thing. Listen, I'm not exaggerating. It's an everyday thing in South Africa. When I tell people, let's build our own, not to exclude other people, but to show our children that we care about their education. Let's build our own. You think I'm joking? You know, let's build the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture and make sure black African children are in schools that are excellent, that are pro-African, that protect their indigenousness and that protect the African history, that tells the African history properly, that teaches them economics, that teaches them technology, that teaches them agriculture. Let's build our own. No, you Africans want to take your children and force them in the apartheid build racist schools here in South Africa with a form of Bella Bill. That's what you want to do. Tell you guys, please donate only 50 Rand to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. 50 Rand a month so that we can make this dream a reality of building a school for our children. Every day I speak about this, it's not a joke. And every day I tell you guys, if we are not careful, the way these racism incidents are going to come, like the government will not even know what to do anymore, because it will not be the fight against child versus child or teacher against parent or parent against school. It will go against school against community, community against political party against the courts against, it will never stop. That's what is happening. So I want us to listen to Usis Tembi telling us, narrating the situation of what happened exactly with her daughter, beautiful Ukanyisile.
Guys, on my way to Iskolo, My daughter just called me, telling me she was in tears, telling me that there's a boy at school that's bullying her. He's swearing at her and saying nasty things about her. So, and this has been going on for quite a while. It's the first time I've heard of it, and I can hear how hysterical she is. Actually, Namjenti, anxious, can't wait to get to the school. In fact, I feel that it's and on my way there, I'm not the one really, especially with my kids. Yeah, I'm not the one. I am obviously also anxious with the fact that school also phone handle issues into calmly, and phone calm and phone at all. So guys, as I predicted, got to the school first thing, and like ba shocked bongo teacher eskoleni ba, no, we're not allowed to do that, we can't do that, it's not the process. So bathi kumo, they will conduct an investigation where the Bazo investigator the series of events and conduct interviews as chomis abantwana, chomis gakhanyisile or chomis of the perpetrator, to just get like his story, corroborating witnesses, etc. And then the parents will be called in with the boy as well. So nanfinalo moment with the boy, because his parents being there, I was stressed because now when they bafuna anyway. I think into kakhulu, I asked the teacher that's handling the case, okay, so what will be the consequences? And it's in the process. So a response why was to say that it depends. So it depends on if the perpetrator like collaborates, yabona, is remorseful or don't. So basically she's telling me if Lumdana uyapika, then nothing's going to happen with this complaint. So I didn't like that. It's quite concerning actually. I found out from Okaisile that this boy has actually been doing this for years, and Kaisile can't eat her lunch at school, akakwazi uye bathroom alone, in a class she becomes isolated, and I'm heartbroken that she took all this time to tell me. She had to start.
There you hear it, ladies and gentlemen, again in South Africa, where unfortunately for Khanyisile, this incident has been going on for years. And remember, it's not an isolated incident in South Africa. That's the sad thing. There's other children. Don't make a mistake to think that this white boy is only bullying one child at the school. There's no bully that bullies only one child. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Especially a racist one. Especially a racist one. You know, so I'm happy this African mother stood up, got in a car and drove to the school. And you must show the school, guys, when you go to the school. I'm an SDB member myself. You must go to the schools and show them how unhappy you are with the situation. Because if you don't show them that sense of agency, they are just going to, no, we're going to deal with it. We're going to interview the children. We're going to get to the bottom of it. And then just ride you guys for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The next thing they say, Ahmed, there's not enough evidence. We ask this child to apologize to this child. The school system is continuing. We cannot now dwell on this thing for 3 months. That's what they will do to your children. And that's exactly what they're going to do in the Bella Bill. That's what, if indeed South Africa becomes successful in implementing the Bella Bill, of which I think it's not going to be implemented in its entirety, not a chance, not in South Africa. But if it does happen, I'm telling you right now, Every week we'll be having incidents on cell phone footages, teachers fighting students fighting students, bullying, racism, all of those things, because our communities are not integrated. Our communities are not integrated. When I talk about the advanced integrated border system, we need to come up with another term for the advanced integrated community system, where a community is forced to be mixed. There must be, in a street, there must be, when you're building a new city, in a street, there must be a colored child. In a street, there must be a black child. In a street, like, let's fall under the percentage. The percentage must be 8% white, 70% African, 8% colored, whatever percent. Like, integrate the community for the future of our children. Because as long as we stick in this classism, no, the rich stay this side, the poor stay this side. But those children end up going to the same school because of the Bella Bill. What do you think is going to happen in that school? What do you think is going to happen? You tell me. Tell me, what do you think is going to happen? Because, guys, anifuni, you don't want to stand up and build your own institutions. And in building your own institutions, I'm not saying ignore the racist Afrikaner schools and whatever. No. I'm saying let's infiltrate those Afrikaner schools, yes, but let's build our own. Let's build our own. It's not going to stop, ladies and gentlemen. It's never going to stop this racism. Political parties are going to start being silent to what is happening. You know how the EFF was the cry shoulder for every racism incident. The EFF got tired of that. The EFF came out and said, "You guys are using us like a condom. You want us when it suits you. When it's time to go to the ballot paper and put an X next to EFF, you don't do it." So the EFF is no longer that exciting. Like another political party must now come. And that's why I say only community activism can salvage this situation. And our sister got a lot of support. In fact, she gave us a feedback on what has been happening and, all of those things. And now I think the matter has moved now to the legal side. It's now, we are in court now. We are fighting in court because the African sister is not stopping. She's fighting. Fight, my African people. Fight for your children. Let your children remember you of being a hero that fought for them. Don't take your child out of that school. Fight the system. Embarrass that school. Expose those children. Expose their parents. Expose everybody.
Hey, it's been a long day. Really, really a long day. I don't think when I woke up this morning, I imagined the day to unfold the way that it has unfolded. But I just want to say to all the supporters, Izam, Nokanyisile, thank you guys. We really, really appreciate it. You guys have been truly amazing. I do want to say that the matter has moved into legal ground, and that I will not be able to speak directly to it, but Nzaniga updates when I can and however I can, that will be deemed legally okay or kosher. But kuzobakho abantu around me that will be able to give you like a proper update, but bazon tech. But I just want to let you know that this morning I did go to the school. I had a meeting with the principal. Namhlanje, later on, I had a meeting with the supporters at 5:30. Thank you for that. And then I also had the interview on 702. I want to thank 702, and the team. for giving me the opportunity. But yeah, it is an ongoing matter. Tomorrow, I do have another meeting at the school with a representative from the education department. So, yeah. Kuningi, but I thank you.
With all of that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be extremely this has to wake us up. I don't think it's waking up South Africans enough to say, yo, guys, really we need to build excellent schools. Black excellent. PASETA needs to be in Centurion. PASETA needs to be in Soweto. PASETA needs to be in Tembisa, Guguletu, Kaelicha, Inlanga. PASETA needs to be everywhere. Umhlanga, Kwamhlanga. PASETA needs to be in Toyando, Giyani. PASETA needs to be in Seshego. PASETA needs to be in Mamatu. PASETA needs to be in Mahike. PASETA needs to be in Buitabelo. Everywhere PASETA must be there. In East London. Eklebeja. You understand what I'm saying? So, if we don't, these cases, I'm telling you, every week I'll be reminding you guys, say, hey guys, you remember I told you that racism is not going to stop. Look what is happening. Every week I'll be reminding you guys as this racist incident occur, because I'm very passionate about the schooling system, because I understand it's in the school where children's mind are indoctrinated to think in a certain way. That's why I'm saying we as Africans, let's build our school so that we can shape the thinking of our children. Unfortunately, it's going to take millions of rands. AfriForum, I think they've got like 300 and something thousand people that are supporting them each month. Good standing members that are paying a membership fee every month. So that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. So you have to respect that now. You have to respect that. Because we as Africans, we can do the same, but we are not doing it. PASETA, if I had to calculate, there is like maybe 30-something reoccurring deposits from individuals in PASETA. 30-something. And then there's those once-offs that are coming. So I'll have to go and check our bank account and our stats properly with our administrator as to how many different individuals have deposited money in PASETA. Different individuals. Not reoccurring how many, whatever. Because there's some people that are crazy. Every week they send a 50 rand. Every week. Same person. Every month. You know, you've got people like Mr. Khatebe, the one that we are pushing the campaign for, who every month, without a fail, you're going to get your monthly contributions. You know, so, people like Mike Khatebe, they are the ones that actually give us the hope in the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. But you look at how the Dutch do it here in South Africa. It's crazy. Oh, before I forget, because I did see that their Uber drivers were impounded. Their buildings were impounded because they were operating without permits. This is something that we need to do, because we are saying, listen, the African people have started their own Uber and everybody was celebrating. Look at it. Yeah, they are building their own business. They care about their own people. Just to find out that Umoya, our mayor of Tshwane, said, hey, you don't play around like that. They impounded the cars and took them away because they were operating without permits. If it was a black company, this would be making national news. Look at these black people, how incompetent they are. The African people, they are also incompetent. Operating here without permits here, with their racism. It's rubbish. So you guys tell me what you think on the comment section. about our sister Utembi. I mean, I respect her so much. I respect her so much. You know, that's the disadvantage of staying in the Northern Cape. You are so far from everyone. If I was staying in Gauteng, and I don't wish to stay in Gauteng, by the way, I'm Grand Line, Northern Cape. I would attend most of these cases. You guys would have seen me everywhere because Ngitanda is in Daba, and I love fighting for my people. So yeah, but yeah. Anyway, in the Northern Cape also, this is very normal behavior. But in the Northern Cape, is acceptable, is tolerated to an extent where you will not see parents doing what this parent has done. Because if they do it, I will be so excited. I'll be in there. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I really love and appreciate the support that you are giving to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. I appreciate every cent that has been donated there. I don't take it lightly, and I don't take it lightly the mission that we are striving to achieve. It's very difficult to do what we are trying to do. That's why you see people not even attempting to do it. It's not easy. You know, you try to build a school. People are waiting for you to fall and fail so they can laugh at you. Your own people. But they're already doing it, calling you a scam, calling you a fly-by-night, another VBS coming. All of those things is our people. But because we are doing it for the coming generation, asipeli umoya, you know. So the school will stand, whether who likes it or not. The school will stand, and the children of Africa will have a place they call home. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.